Hey, buddy. Thank you for joining us. It is Adrian and Trixie, and we're here to do Let's Make a Scene. We're just waiting for our friend Charles to get out of work.
Yes.
Did you text him?
I did, but I'm assuming he's driving.
Oh. Well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
So
we can do our live updates while we're waiting.
So hopefully he will be here soonish.
No, I'm just kidding.
Um,
How's your day?
Can you actually text him that we're just like live? We are live, so.
Oh yes.
We are ready when he is done.
Oh okay. Okay, I'm gonna text him. We are ready for you. We're going live.
We are live. We're super live right now.
Currently live.
Hello, everybody.
Currently live.
I mean, this is how it is because everyone who is an artist, not everyone, but most people who's an artist, they have another job.
Every day job.
And this is like more.
And 10 side hustles.
Oh my god. I know.
10 side hustles.
The least of my favorite of things. I just want to do one or two things. I don't want to side hustle.
Okay, well since we're talking about that now, maybe I'll talk about what I do because so currently I mainly do Uber. I deliver food.
You need to say what you do first and second, so thirdly has a connection. What did you first and second?
Oh, just kidding.
You started with third.
Oh, first. Okay, I feel like I can't hear myself with this. Okay, first we got a phone text from. Oh, he says, "How do I sign in?"
I sent him a link on Instagram.
Just click on the link on IG
on
the DM in IG.
And then I sent him from mine because my computer doesn't have phone collection.
IGDM.Trixie sent you. Said yeah.
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 It's there.
Okay, so to finish my thought, okay, so firstly, I do Uber Eats, which I really, really love. And then second, thirdly, fourthly, fifthly, sixthly, seventhly, eighthly, ninthly, and tenthly, I balance making, producing, editing my YouTube videos. I'm with the Philam Film Collective. I act. What else do I do? I take pictures. I'm a dancer again. Okay, just kidding. Again. I'm a dancer again. Through my laptop. Oh wait, through my laptop. Can you email it?
I just emailed it to him.
Oh, okay, emailed.
And he's a this, and he's a coordinated and organized and live on the fly.
Yes. I'm an artist overall, and as I turn 30 next month, y'all, I'm like, yeah, I'm an artist.
Good. I'm glad you know that.
No.
It's so heavy.
No, real talk. I mean, I think that's something that I felt like a little bit ashamed to like say out loud. I mean, I did it, but then I would never I would say it, but then I wouldn't say it. I'm an artist, Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should do that more because you definitely are. You are an artist.
What about you, Trixie?
I am also an artist.
I know.
I am an artist. I am an artist who likes to do many things. I am a creative entrepreneur. But also when it comes to the different disciplines I do, there's Charles. Oh, I told you I was going to do that. You need to do that.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey. What's up?
Charles, nothing. We're just blabbing on about ourselves until you got here.
Oh, cool. Are we live or?
Live.
Say hi.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Hi.
No, this is how it is. This is life. We try to definitely start on time because if not, then people get confused to whether or not it's happening.
Oh,
yeah. No, sorry about that. I just got off work.
No worries. No worries. That's why we're here blabbing.
About our day jobs and our 10 side hustles. So
10 cent hustle?
10 set hustle.
Yeah.
10 side hustles.
Oh, 10 side hustles, yes.
Oh
my gosh. Tell me about it. That's the life, right? Side hustle life.
Why don't you tell us about all the different things you do, Charles, since you are here now, Mr. Gray?
Yeah, hey, well, thanks for having me. This is super exciting. I wasn't sure. It's been years since I even read a Mad Lib, so I was like, oh man, Mad Libs, all right. Yeah, so I just got off work at Character Media, which I am the content director of. We are a media company that promotes and champions Asian Americans in entertainment. So that's kind of my daily. I'm in super fulfilling work. So it doesn't even feel like going to work every day.
Yes.
And yeah, on
That's
top
so
of that,
nice.
I teach video editing to college kids at Cypress College. So those are my two main gigs, and then on the side of that, I try to find time to work on my other passion projects, like making short films and stuff like that.
So tell us a little bit about that. Don't be
Velvet-
shy.
Velvet
Talk
Sky
about this is
Cop
the
Cop.
talk about
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
time.
Oh
And
yeah,
with
cool.
Ashley. Tell us about your projects. You're about to be
yeah.
our director. Let the people know you.
Right. So I've been sitting on this story for about 3-4 years. It's a story that's very near and dear to my heart. It's this story called Velvet Sky, and I want to make it into a feature one day. But at the moment, all I've done so far is made a spec short film, finished writing the feature script, and so the plan is to kind of, I don't know, maybe shop that around this year and show it at festivals if they'll take me, and just
Yes, they will.
yeah. Just hand out flyers that say Velvet Sky, support this guy.
On the street. Velvet Sky.
How did we go?
Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, that could
I
be
know,
like
we're
a
gonna-
flavor of like ube or something. I don't know.
Velvet Sky. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds very fusion.
Velvety ube.
Velvet
Ooh,
Ube Sky.
red velvet ube sky.
Pitch that to Goldilocks though. Be like, hey, you wanna? I have a short film coming out, and then we could come up with a specific flavor for y'all.
You even pitch it to Goldilocks.
Since you did something with Goldilocks.
Oh, you even pitch it to
Oh.
Goldilocks and add Red Ribbon and make them fight for it.
Battle of the Ensemadas. But yes, I recently did a commercial for Goldilocks, so that was a cool little side project too. That will be out soon with host Manny Streets, who people in LA know him from Kiss FM and stuff, and just various acting projects and stuff. So, well, we kind of went out in the streets with him in Hollywood and had people, any people who are willing to have some free pastries, try some enchilada. So the whole point is for people to discover ensemadas. If you all don't know what that is, it's this really pastry puff, cheesy bread type of thing. Y'all know what enchilada is, right?
Yes.
Cheesy. I had to think about it for a second. Cheesy bread
It's
rolls.
this one.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
the
spell it
brother of
wrong.
Mamon or sister of Mamon.
It's like the fancier one.
Mm.
That's what I think of it. No, that's not it.
Empanada. And
See, I can't
ensaimada is like a
spell.
softer like bread with like cheese and
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mamon's like the little brother, I think. Ensamada's like the cool uncle or cool aunt or something.
There you go.
I think
Gonna
Mamon's
fix
like the
it for me.
teenager, and then the ensaimada is like the adult because you get the sprinkles. For me, I actually just eat the cheese first and before I bite into it. The cheese little sprinkles.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
I like
it's the fancier. We're just like looking at pictures of it by ourselves. We're like, it's this one, it's this one.
Trixie, I have a suggestion. Don't kill me. You want to try this, or would that look ugly? With
I mean, it just looks like
Oh.
that. We're just smaller. That's all.
I think maybe let's try.
That's
that.
cool.
Just because we're all
I'm
in
like-
one. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, you're not
I was
this.
trying.
Right.
I was
Are we
trying not
both
to look like
good?
Agua Bendita with like twins.
Hey, I'm a good-looking twin man. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, Noreen.
Oh, Noreen is here. Hi, Noreen.
Noreen.
So it's great to hear all the stuff you're doing. I love that you're like, oh, I only did this. I only just like finished like the short film part, and then I just wrote.
Fundraising.
Yeah, it was fundraising.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I just wrote the feature. It's so funny. You're so humble. He's doing all the
Oh,
things,
man.
everybody. It's all
Yes,
good.
you're
It's
doing
amazing.
the damn thing, yo.
It's amazing. You're doing a lot
The
of different
10
things. That's cool.
10 side hustles, right, Adrian and Trixie?
Yes.
I know.
Which is why he is our very first director for
For this
year.
year, you are. I'm
Oh.
so excited this happened.
I saw the I don't know if it was your very first one, but it was with Rich and Alexis. Oh, I'm sorry, I totally
Yes,
Yes.
it's Rich and
Oh.
Elixis. Yeah.
okay. That was super hilarious. I was laughing. Like you guys, it was fun. That was a good one.
Rich is a great person to have on, but like I tell you, like it's so because when I used to write the scripts and I used to be director, I'm like, it's gonna go this way. It's like, nope, no one knows what I'm doing. It's fine. And then it's just you get some really random things said, or we just go off the rails anyways, and it's fine.
He's definitely a great improviser,
Rich?
collaborator. Yes.
He so Rich like does YouTube, and he's like definitely like that YouTube personality,
He's an uncle.
He's like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him with Adrian in LA one random
Oh.
night.
Dan
at a comedy
Ramos.
show. Yes.
Oh.
If I'm yelling, I'm sorry. I feel like I can't hear myself. Sorry.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, it's because like we both have our headphones. He's not used to these kind of headphones. He uses like the iPhone ones. And
It's
this
cool
is
to
just,
see
like,
you two.
straight up desktop.
It's cool to see you two in the same room.
Because we're friends. Like, yeah, like no, it's like it's nice to see people like together and we're all not just like separated and like
Not
alone.
like separated by grid.
Yeah.
And then we get to like touch each other.
Wait here.
Yeah, like which is nice. Yes,
Wouldn't that be
thank
funny
you.
if I was just like, and then I'm in the room too? Like,
Right? That would be really cool. Surprise! We have somehow made a vortex so that Charles can go straight to San Diego. Like from his room.
It'll happen one day. We met up together for lunch.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
We'll be all together one day again.
Yes.
okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we had Filipino food
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Last summer.
We did. That was
last
very...
summer. Was that last summer? Yeah.
That's last August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time flies, dude.
This is our
Especially in the
latest.
pandemic. It flies by quickly, but so slowly. It's the awkwardest feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Fast, slow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you ready, Charles? Do you feel like you're antiquated to this being of StreamYard? Oh, or you're frozen. Okay, now you're unfrozen. I had great timing there. I was like, he's pondering. Just kidding. He is now frozen. You're good.
Oh, I'm
You're
good. Okay.
now.
All right.
Yeah, you're good now. I was like, oh, okay. You ready?
Yeah. It's raining here, by the way, so I don't know if that caused anything, but
Oh, maybe. It's also rainy here today.
Oh yeah, it is cold. I'm cold.
It's rainy and cold.
I don't know. I didn't bring
There's no heat in this office.
That's
So,
okay.
before we get going, I'm going to explain what Let's Make a Scene is for everyone who doesn't know what's happening. Let's Make a Scene is this fun community thing that we do at the Film Collective where we have different Filipino directors come in, they write a Mad Lib script. So if you guys don't remember what Mad Libs is, it's just like, like fill in the blank. Like Adrian went to the store and bought blank, right?
iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Yeah.
And I finally got it.
And so like you get to write in your own answers. That's like shortly what Mad Libs are. So when we do our Mad Lib script, we ask our directors. So we asked Charles to write a script where we gave him rules, which was, I don't remember.
It's on his Instagram.
On his Instagram.
You also
Charles, what were your rules?
it was Valentine's Day. 2 drunk people fighting over who had the worst Valentine's Day, if I'm not mistaken. And
yes.
one is a magician and one is a banker.
Yes. So we just give him random things to work with and we're like, have fun. And so Charles did that in preparation. He's going to be our director and narrator for any narration part that goes on in the script. Adrian and I are the actors. Charles gets to pick who we play. So the first time around, also, Adrian and I have not seen the script yet. Like I checked over briefly just to make sure you did a Mad Lib script.
Yes, yeah.
Because sometimes that doesn't happen, which is fine, so we only looked at it briefly to make sure that was happening. So Adrian and I don't know the scripts. We're going to be blind reading and making over or making out our Mad Libs and choosing. Charles, as our director, has the power to say change. So if he does not like our answer, He just changed
We are in his disposal, at his whatever the group,
at his will.
at his will,
We are at his will.
goodwill.
His hopefully
Goodwill
goodwill.
Hunting.
Yes.
So when that happens, you say change, and if you finally like the answer, you'll just say the next actor's name or go on with the duration. Does that make sense, Charles? Is that good?
Yeah. Question.
Yes.
I know Mad Libs back then when they had the blank line, it would be like a place or person or noun or something. But it's just blank. So
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
blank. It's
Okay.
okay. That's how he usually does. I know usually Mad Libs have more instructions, but honestly, we just don't do that, which is why sometimes we're like, I didn't know that answer was going to come up. Like,
It
How
creates
does that
for
work?
great content.
it creates for great
Conflict.
content.
Yeah.
So Adrian and I are your actors today. Again, we are at your will. This first time we'll read through. Again, Charles can say change. The next time we do this, I will share a screen so that they can look at the script. But this first time, I need to focus on reading. That's literally what has happened.
I love the names, by the way. Darla.
Yeah, so who is you? Who would you like
You
to
can
be
choose.
Preston, and who would you like to be Darla?
I
Charles.
actually didn't really think about it, but I guess for the sake of, I guess Trixie will be Darla, and Adrian will be Preston. But I'm open to switching it if y'all want to. I'm totally open for it.
Well, let's start with how you just said it right now, and then we will have multiple times through the script, so we can change it there, and more fun will ensue. Okay, I'm just gonna
Let's
make
go.
this
Come on.
larger for me and Adrian. So when you are ready, go ahead and start with exterior, Charles.
All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna shout change. Yeah, that's the best way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you
cool.
just got change.
All right,
As
cool.
many times as you'd like.
All right. Exterior Balboa Park, San Diego, daytime. Preston, 25, wearing a white collar shirt and a red cherry bow tie, is sitting on a park bench taking big gulp sips out of a baby milk bottle. Next to him is a top hat and wand. Darla, 23, wearing a navy blue pantsuit and high heels, comes clacking hurriedly through the concrete pavement near the park bench towards Preston. They are both hung over.
Hey, you got any spearmint? I've got a splitting headache.
Do I look like I got that in this? Hat of mine.
Beats me. What's with the big ass hat anyway? Are you a cowboy?
Nope. Magician.
That's cute. Explains the makeup on your face.
Well, you're one to talk wearing those.
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
You're right. I don't even know who you are. Excuse me. I'm just having the worst day of my life.
It's okay because I don't really care. I really just came here to ask you if you had anything for my headache.
I've got a headache too, okay, girl?
So what kind of magic do you do?
What do you mean? What type of magic do I do? There's only one kind of magic.
No, there isn't. For starters, you have your David Copperfields who split women in half and shit. Then you have your card magicians, the ones who hustle you on the street, right? And then there's like,
And how do you know all of this?
I watch a lot of TV. Usually while I'm drunk.
Change.
Yes.
Usually while I'm high.
I guess I'm still figuring out what type of magician I am since I'm in magic school.
Magic school. Cute. What's it called?
It's called the Magic School for the Pedestrian Magicians.
Change.
It's called the Magic School Bus School for the Wonderful Magicians.
That's a terrible name for a school. It should be called the Fabulous School for Fantabulous Magicians.
Change.
It should be called the Crap School for Crappy Magicians.
Well, where did you go to school, ma'am, since you're being so aggravating?
I'm sorry. I'm being a little bitch, aren't I? I'm also going through something. My blind date just walked out on me. Can I sit next to you? Is this seat taken?
I give you a napkin, but I'm all out. I do have a aspirin though.
Change.
I do have my DMV registration go.
You're a useless magician. You're gonna let me sit or what?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it was taken until my girlfriend of 3 months also just walked out on me 30 minutes before you got here too.
Well, I can see why she did. You're a man child drinking out of a baby bottle.
Wow. You really don't have a filter, do you?
I guess not.
Let me guess. You're a superstar.
Change.
Let me guess. You are a Filipino American.
Change.
Let me guess. You are a mamon.
Yes, but no. Accountant.
Exciting.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I used to think being blunt was the way to go. You know, just get right through all the bullshit with people.
I mean, for an accountant, it makes sense. I wouldn't want a numbers person giving me exaggerations on how much money I have.
Or don't have.
You really suck at first impressions, huh? Maybe that's why your date walked out on you.
You're probably right. My therapist says it's most likely because my mom was so oppressive about my magic that I did as a high school.
Okay, so where did you go on your blind date?
I don't want to say.
Can't be that bad.
Take a guess, Magic Man.
Jollibee.
Change.
Jack in the Box.
Change.
Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Wow. You got it in one try.
Oh wow. I'm sorry. Oh really?
Joke. We went to Caesar's Palace in
Change.
Joke. We went to this like really expensive steak place, and I don't even know what I ate. I'm pretty sure it was a steak, but maybe like a buffalo. I wasn't really sure.
Oh wow. I'm sorry. That's where you went on your first date.
It gets worse.
How so? Was she blind?
No, that'd be too obvious. She was deaf.
And I thought I was having the worst Valentine's Day. What are the chances?
I thought it was in a blind date app. Turns out I was in a dating app for blind, deaf, and mute.
So is that why it didn't work out on your date? Was that a deal breaker for you?
No, not at all. I was all in until she started chewing her food and smacking her lips so loud. I think I offended her.
How bad was the smacking? Can you show me?
I'm not going to smack my lips for you.
I'll show you a magic trick.
Fine. It went like this. Okay. That's so good.
Wow, I can see why now.
She was so cute, though. And she had these big, poofy sleeves and this really inviting smile.
How did you offend her?
I made a face like this. And then she left.
I mean, if you want to give someone an honest critique and not offend them at the same time, you have to ease into the moment. Like, girl, did you know that your lips smack when you chew? Maybe try adding some motion into it. By the way, I love those big, poofy pocket jeans of yours. Where'd you get it? Ross?
So what's your magic trick?
Okay, but I suck, okay?
It's okay. I'm easily impressed.
Okay. Pick a number between 2 and 8.
Okay, I got it.
Is it 5?
Nope. Wow. You're freaking horrible at this.
Change.
Is that why you're... Wow. You're freaking the worst at this. Is that why your partner left?
Probably. also something about supporting her financially with my magic and food. The and food. The apart. Hold on. Probably also. Sorry. Hold on. My bad. Sorry. Let me start over. Okay. Probably. Okay. Also, something about supporting her financially with my magic and all of this that it was provided in her apartment. Blah blah blah.
Sounds like she knows what she wants.
Guess so.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I mean, it's drinking out of a baby bottle for me.
Have you ever drank whiskey from a baby bottle? It hits different.
I would feel foolish for even trying something like that.
You care too much about what people think. Maybe that's your problem.
Hey, just stay pulling random mean things out of the dumb hat of yours, okay?
Change.
Hey, just stay pulling dead bloody bunnies out of the dumb hat of yours, okay? I should go now.
Look, I'm sorry. You're right. I need to grow up and get a real job. Your bank hiring?
You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so judgy and bitchy. You were nice enough to let me sit and vent, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Valentine's Day can't get any worse.
Can I try some of that whiskey?
Sure.
Hey, this is not bad.
Oh, what? 1 second.
Freeze. We're just gonna be on pause. It's not that bad. I'm drinking out of a baby bottle.
That's a new plot twist. We've never been freezed.
I mean, I can unfreeze myself because I froze us.
No, we can talk, but we can't move.
Okay.
We're
Are we
frozen.
in this?
We're frozen again.
Okay. We're dedicated.
Okay, go.
Sorry.
Get it?
Oh, we're good.
Okay. Hey, this isn't that bad.
See, I told you. Sometimes you gotta try things a little differently. It may just surprise you in the end, even if it means being a shitty magician.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're a great listener.
Most definitely.
Oof. That was bad. Stick to magic.
We'll see.
Look, on the bright side, you happen to do one thing right as a magician.
What's that?
You made your girlfriend disappear.
Looks like we're both corny ass. But cheers to that.
And
Okay, let's take our bow. And bow.
let's see.
The whole time I was like, the
Yay.
script was moving. I was like, where's it
I know. That's like the hard part for you doing of like scrolling.
It's-
so
it's-
I'm like, it's not scrolling.
It was literally like a teleprompter. I'm like, blah, blah.
Yes, that's what it was. Yay! So that
Yay.
was round uno.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so here comes round two, where one, here, let me share my screen so our peoples can see what is happening.
Thank you, Charles. That was a great script.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was
You're bro.
fun to write.
Yeah, let us know a little bit about like how you felt writing it.
I kind of just like, I mean, I love the prompt. The prompt was like, it kind of reminded me of like some sort of rom-com where like, you know, classic rom-coms, they hate each other at first and then at the end they start to like each other. So it's like, hey,
Start to like each other.
somehow, some way.
Okay, I think this is yeah. No, for sure. So here we go with round two. I'm going to make this even bigger, which means usually it will be harder for me to scroll and keep this up with you and I, but it's fine.
Actually, I can read that way. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, I will keep reading this
And I
one.
will try better this time
So,
around.
Charles, you get to direct us more now. You don't just have the power to make us change what we're saying for our ad libs, but even from the get-go, you can give us notes of how you want us to be. And you can stop the script whenever you want and have us change what we're doing. Like, you can be like, oh, Trixie, can you play Darla even more drunk? Or da-da-da-da, like little things like that. It is like up to you. You get to do
Nice.
whatever you like. Even if it seems, was Alexis the one where we just did Batman voices and it wasn't anything? Was that not him? There was one where we were just like, be Batman. And I was like, Time.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
think
I
that's
turned into Richard Nixon.
Rich and Alexis. Yeah.
I was
Oh my
Richard
gosh.
Nixon because that's as close as I could get to Batman. So you can make it whatever. They could be you can try and actually like be real, or you can just try and make it as random as you'd like.
All right.
You are the director.
Sounds good.
Bows to Uzis.
How do
Okay.
you guys feel about these characters you're playing? Do you guys want to switch or?
I'm fine with staying just because I'm interested in seeing how you change us.
All right, cool. I'm good with that
me
too.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we start, do you want to give us any general?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I loved what you guys did. The choices were great. I was digging the ad libs. Let's try for this first bit until I change it. Let's not have you both drunk. Let's just have you both like really anxious and like in like you guys are waiting on a bus that's about to come, like that kind of feeling, like a bomb is ticking under the bench until I switch it up.
Okay. Okay.
I actually forgot we were drunk the first time at some point.
It was like I felt like I was getting more sober. Like I started off really drunk, and I'm like, time is passing, and so is this hangover.
Okay.
So Charles, whenever you are ready.
All right. One. Oh, so like when you okay. All right, cool. Ready. All right, here we go. Balboa Park, San Diego Day. Preston, 25, wearing a white collar shirt and a cherry red bow tie, is sitting on a park bench taking big gulp sips out of a baby milk bottle. Next to him is a top hat and wand. Darla, 23, wearing a navy blue pantsuit and high heels, comes clacking hurriedly through the concrete pavement near the park bench towards Preston. They are both hungover and waiting for the bus.
Hey, you got any aspirin? I got a splitting headache.
Do I look like I got that in this hat of mine?
Beats me. It's a big ass hat anyways. Are you a weirdo?
Change.
No.
Are you a big hat fanatic?
No, magician.
That's cute. Explains the weird look on your face.
Well, you're one to talk wearing those.
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
You're right. I don't even know who you are. Excuse me. I'm just having the worst day of my life.
It's okay, because I don't really care. I really came here just to ask you if you have anything for my headache.
Well, I've got a headache too. Okay, girl.
So
all right, now you're both Batman.
What does that mean?
Damn it, Charles! I said it. Batman. Do you
not, like monotone voice? I know.
Like this voice.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude. It's like raspy.
Okay.
Okay, you're just doing the best you can.
Okay.
What kind of magic do you do?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What type of magic? There's only one kind of magic.
No, there isn't. For starters, you have David Copperfield, who split like women in half and shit. Then you have your card magicians, the ones who hustle you on the street. Right. Then there's like...
And how do you, like, know all of this?
I watch a lot of TV, usually while I'm fighting crime.
I guess I'm still figuring out what type of magician I am, since I'm in magic school.
Magic school? What's it called?
It's called the Pedestrian School for the Asturanian Magicians.
Change.
It's called the Fail and Film Collective School for the Helpless Magicians.
All right. Pause. Now you guys are both little kids.
That's a terrible name for a school. It should be called Poopy School for Butthead Magicians.
Well, where ma'am, since you're being so hypocritical.
I'm sorry I'm being such a butt or not. I'm also going through something. My blind date just walked out on me.
All right, pause. All right, you're both cowboys now.
Oh.
I felt like I was a cowboy and I wasn't.
Can I sit next to you? Is this seat taken?
I'd give you a napkin, but I'm all out. I do have a lesbian.
Oh, you're
Change.
I'd give you a napkin, but I'm out. I do have A1 steak sauce, though.
You're a useless magician. Hey, you gonna let me sit down or what?
Yeah, sure. I mean, take it. It was taken until my girlfriend of 3 months also just walked out on me 30 minutes ago before you got here, too.
Well, I can see why she did. You're a man-child drinking out of a baby bottle.
Wow, you really don't have a filter, do you?
I guess not.
Let me guess, you're something special kind of wannabe else.
Good guess, but no. Accountant.
Sorry.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I used to think being this blunt was the way to go. You know, just cut right through all the bullshit with people.
I mean, for an accountant, it makes sense. I wouldn't want a numbers person giving me exaggerations on how much money I have.
Or don't have.
All right, pause. All right, you now you're both super fans of anime and K-pop.
Ah! You really suck at first impressions, huh? Maybe that's why your date walked out on you.
You're probably right. And this is the most, like, because my mom was so against me watching, like, Sailor Moon, like, every day, even though I really love it. And now, like, I have, like, Sailor Moon, like, on my walls and everything, and I love it so much.
So, where did you go on your blind date?
I don't want to say.
Can't be that bad.
Take a guess, Magic Man.
I can't guess anything. Where?
Oh, wow. You got it in one try.
Really?
Joke. We went to the anime museum. Actually, it's like the San Diego Museum of like marble and stuff like that because like San Diego Comic-Con has stuff and they're like trying to put more roots here.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry that's where you went on your first date.
It gets worse.
How so? Was your blind?
No, that would be too obvious. She was deaf.
All right, pause. Now you both are really high. You guys just smoked a ton of weed, and you guys are feeling it.
Okay. Whose line is it?
It's, what? It's yours.
Where? And I thought I was having the worst Valentine's Day. What are the chances?
You know what? Is that I was on a blind date app. It turns out I wasn't a dating app for the blind, deaf, and mute.
So is that why it didn't? So is that why it didn't work out on your date? Was that a deal breaker for you?
No, not at all. I was all in until she started chewing her food and started smacking her lips so loud. I think I offended her.
How bad? How bad was the smacking? Can you show me?
I'm not gonna smack my lips for you.
I'll show you a magic trick.
Fine. It went like this.
All right, pause. All right, you both work at Walmart now. You guys are like unhappy employees at Walmart?
Hmm. I mean, oh, wow. I could see why now.
She was so cute though. She had on these big poofy earrings, and she had this really inviting smile.
How did you offend her?
I made a face like this, and she left.
Change.
I made a face like this, then she left.
I mean, if you want to give someone an honest critique, then not offend them at the same time. You have to ease into the moment like, girl, I want to get out of this shit. Did you know your lips smack when you chew? Maybe try adding some motion to it. By the way, I love those big poofy ass of yours. Where'd you get it? That store over there. Walmart.
So what's your magic trick?
Okay, but I suck. Okay.
It's okay, I'm easily impressed.
Pick a number between 2 and 8.
Okay. Got it.
Is it 3.572565?
No. Wow. You're like a failure at this.
Change.
Wow. You're the absolute best at this. Is
All
that why
right.
your partner left?
Pause. All right. Have you guys both seen Twilight?
I've seen it. I actually worked at Walmart too.
All right.
I've
You are
seen
both
it.
Edward.
Oh,
Go.
Oh no! I haven't.
Okay, well,
good.
let's
I haven't
run
seen
with
enough
this.
For this. You go.
Wait, what line are we on?
Yours.
Oh, where? Okay. Probably. also something supporting her financially with my magic and sex appeal. The one in her apartment. Blah blah blah.
Change.
Probably. Also something about supporting her financially with magic and all of that in her apartment. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Sounds like she knows what she wants.
Guess so.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I mean the drinking. It's the drinking out of a baby bottle for me.
Have you ever drank whiskey from a baby bottle? It hits different.
All right. Pause. Now you're both Kristen Stewart. I mean, yeah.
Kristen Stewart?
Yeah.
From Twilight?
From Twilight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bella. You're both Bella.
I would feel foolish even trying something like that.
You care too much about what people think. Maybe that's your problem.
Hey, just stay pulling those magical wolves out of that dumb hat of yours, okay? I should go now.
Look, I'm sorry. You're right. I need to grow up and get a real job. Your bank hiring?
You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so judgy and so rude. You were nice enough to let me sit and vent, so I'm sorry.
It's okay. Valentine's Day can't get any worse.
Can I try some of that whiskey?
Sure.
All right. Pause. You're both Beyonce now.
Hey, this is not that bad.
See, I told you. Sometimes you gotta try things a little differently. It may just surprise you, idiot. Even if it means being a shitty magician.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're a great listener.
All right. Pause. Now you're both Adele, the singer.
Most definitely.
Ooh, that was bad. listening to new magic.
Well, see.
Look on the bright side. You happen to do one right thing as a magician.
What's that?
You made your girlfriend
Settle down.
disappear.
Looks like we're both corny, but cheers to that. The end.
Wow, that was a whole gambit of everything.
Oh gosh. It wasn't just one, but 10.
To go to those 10, to go with those 10 side hustles.
You gotta
Oh my
be flexible to
God.
earn 10 cents.
Oh man,
Oh,
that was crazy. That was hilarious. I
Thank
was
you for
dying.
Batman. I was like, damn it. I was never gonna do
You put it in the brain, so I had to go there.
Okay. Well, we're getting close to the end. So let's do this. Let's talk about let's start with Charles. How was that? Like getting to direct, even though it's like, in such like a silly manner, but like how was it?
Would you cast us?
You're trying to get a job.
There
It
were
would be
like
my 11th side hustle.
no, it was so funny. Like I like there were like certain ones where you guys like really fell into. Like I love the cowboy one. Like those lines hit with like doing the cowboy, and I was like, yo, this is cool.
Good to
And
know.
I had no idea. I did not plan these. I totally just off the top of my head. But I feel like you guys you guys like owned it, and I was like, it was cool.
It's fun. I do like the directing part because it is kind of like messing with people, but it's fun to see what you can get out of people, right? Like if you just go, okay, go,
Yo, honestly, I had no idea you guys would sing the Adele parts. I was like, yo, that was like the best finale for me.
Dude, I
love
was
that.
gonna do it too. If I started, I was also gonna sing it. I was like, Adrian and I are together on.
I had to think about her songs for a second. Settle down.
Oh yeah,
That's the only tune that I know.
Oh yeah, we could. Oh no! If I picked up that was the song you're doing, I would have definitely just started singing the melody. Oh, and then we could have just did the whole song.
Then it could have been a musical.
Missed
opportunity.
Yeah, for me it was really fun. Adrian, I don't know if you could speak to this. I feel like I'm not necessarily like the most comfortable like improving, but because this is like low stakes and it's just kind of like so silly, like it's easier. Like I don't know if I would do as well on the stage or like in a classroom stage in front of people. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe I would like to think yes, but
it's funny that you say that because I think a lot of times it's recommended, and I'm sure Charles would agree to that, having like improv, being able to like think on your feet like that is very effective. It can be very effective in acting, like kind of improv, like comedy skills. That's what I heard at least.
No, I just loved how you guys like once you like went for it, you like stuck it all the way through, like you without like going back down. That was like that was fun to see. And I think
you're too kind. I broke down many times though, but
so did I. I started laughing. I
no,
was like,
well, and I mean I don't know. I've never done improv either, so I can't speak on people who actually do it. But I would agree that I think if you're in a like a comfortable group of people, I think you might be able to tap into it the way you were just now. So
okay.
Oh, and I would love to ask you a question that I'm obviously just going to ask you.
See, that time goes, sis.
How do you approach getting what you want from your actors when you are directing?
That, to be honest with you, that is like the $1 million question. And I've been trying to find that answer as well, like even just thinking about wanting to direct, because like it is kind of a strange thing to want to direct people or like to make people like act a certain way, right? Like what is that want about? But at the end of the day, when you have the story and the story is like ingrained in your brain, and what you really want before you even get to that place of directing them, you want to find the person who's going to make those words sing and make those words come to life. And I think once you find that connection, I think from there it's just like it's just tweaks and stuff, and maybe it's like you want, like what I did with you guys, like I wanted you to try Adele or try Batman. I think at that point it's just like finding that comfort zone with the actor, whoever it is, however you get to that place, because every actor is different, obviously, so you can't always just do it one way. Is what I've found. I think if you can get to a place of just being comfortable with them, I think, yeah, it's fun to explore. Like I think for me, the thing I've been trying to do more in the last few things that I've directed was kind of trust the actor and let them explore until maybe I like something, and then it's like, so it's not like me telling them what to do, because I think that that's like, it's just like a one-sided creative thing. But I think true creativity and true collaboration is like both sides, and when that can come together, that's like when the magic happens. So yeah, I think it's just like a back and forth with the actor, to kind of answer your question more shortly.
Have you actually, do you have a question?
No, you can go ahead.
What have then has like your casting been like? Have you done like blind casting auditions?
What do you mean by blind casting audition?
Well, like you have an open audition and like people just come. Like, how do you make a connection with those actors auditioning for you, right? To see like, oh, are they the right person? Like, how do you try to find that like off the bat? Like, because it's a little easier if you cast people you know, but like if you know, if it's like you don't know, if you don't know them, it's like an open call. You have people coming in. Like, how do you try to connect with them?
No, that's great. And sometimes you don't even have enough time, because like if it's like a whole lineup of people, you know, you only get like 5-10 minutes with them. So I think for me, it's like I wanted to just kind of see what they bring to the table without giving any directions, because sometimes their ideas are way better than anything you could come up with. So if they, but then if they do their maybe first take and you could tell they're a little nervous, I think it's just like a case by case basis. So it's like, let me see if I could try something. Maybe it's like, hey, instead of doing the scene again, it's like, where are you from? Or like, or, you know, what do you like? Maybe if you can get them to start talking outside of the whole scene that they're doing, then they can open up. And then when you see something like, oh my gosh, this is actually how they are when they're opened up, then finding a way to, without even telling them, just like, all right, let's just do the scene again now. But then now that you've kind of broken the ice, maybe they're more comfortable. And so it's just finding like little tricks like that. I mean, for me, I mean, it's still a question I don't even know. I don't even have the answer to, because I'm still exploring. So every person being different and whatever energy they bring, it's like, it's just like experimenting. Like, how do we come to a place, or like, how do we discover some stuff or try things? So yeah. And sometimes in that 10 minutes when it's blind casting, you don't always get that. And sometimes if you don't get it, then maybe you don't remember them. Maybe they're not casted, but you know, so hopefully you're hoping that something kind of comes out of that 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it's a two-part question. So
we're just interviewing you
yeah,
now.
we got time. We got 7 minutes left. So as a director, Derek Gray, it's actually a two-part question. So what do you think makes a great actor, or maybe a great, what makes a great actor in your eyes? And second, what is one non-negotiable that you have for an actor? Like maybe when you come on set, what is that thing that you're like, oh no, I'm not going to work with this person again?
Those are two really awesome questions. Great questions. Honestly, for me, you know, whether it's something I wrote or not, if you have been reading the script, or you wrote the script, or the story's been in your head and it's been on paper, but then it's when that actor can bring some, like make the words, like, oh my gosh, like make the words sound cooler than they were written, you know what I mean? Or sound better, or just like bring an emotion to it that you're like, oh my gosh, you actually just like, you know, finding an actor who can bring the glue from, like, because we all really just want to connect with people when you're watching a movie. You just want to provide an audience that feeling you get when you're watching something you love and you're crying, or you're falling in love with a character. You want to like have that actor bring that, you know what I mean? So and that's like the magic. That's the stuff you can't even I can't even train people how to give you that. You're just kind of hoping that an actor can bring that. So you're just, but as a director, I'm always just looking for that. So, you know, and I think for me to, if I can help in any way, it's just as long as I can make them feel comfortable, then hopefully they can be comfortable enough to explore and find those moments where it's like, that's the magic. As far as non-negotiables on set, you know, when you're on a film set, things can get stressful, things can get hectic. There's never enough time. So you just want to be working around people who, you know, as on top of being like amazing, talented people, good people, like fun people. Like that's the dream, right? If you can have fun on set.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that goes back to like what you were talking about earlier with like trust, right? Like you want to trust the people around you. And like that does, you know, when you're like waiting, right, to film, like, and you're all on set, like there is that human time when you guys are just you. And that's like valuable time that obviously affects filming. And so like that makes sense. And like wanting that trust, because I can see like, you know, if I'm an actor, like, and I don't trust my director, right, like things are going to get really weird, because like that's also like what I would want as an actor, right? I want to believe that my director, we might try some weird stuff, but I trust them, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go like and do it, because I know he's not leading me somewhere where I look dumb or my performance looks bad, or that if he does, he'll be like, no, yeah, that was bad, let's go back to that first one, right? Like that trust building of like knowing that you both have like you both have the same want at the end. You want to make great art, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, just to piggyback off that, people who are on the same page, you know, they're people excited to bring this vision to life, and knowing that it's not a you game. It's like, you know, people who are on set knowing that there's like a bigger picture, a bigger collaboration happening. I think that's when it's really fun. It's like when everyone's kind of working towards the same goal, right? Yeah, and it's okay if it's not like a blast, like, oh my god, cut, hey, party time, like it's okay if you're like, you know, reserved and you're in your own bubble. But I think just as long as you're all kind of working towards that same vision, it's cool.
It also definitely sounds like you like to work with smart actors, people who, you know, like to go beyond the page and versus just being spoon-fed or on the surface level.
Yeah, like bring something first.
Yeah,
like what you were saying earlier.
Someone who's passionate.
Yeah, because, you know, to be honest, you know, when you're watching a movie, you're not seeing the director. You know, they're in the back of your head, or if not at all, it's the actors. So the actors are the ones bringing the story to life. So they take center stage. Like they, you know, it's so. Yeah, if you could have them be comfortable and having them in a space where they're doing their best work. Sometimes I try not to over direct. I feel like sometimes I've done this, and it's all, and you know, I've made a lot of mistakes too, directing. I can't say I walked in and, oh my gosh, everything's been great. Sometimes I feel like I've over directed, like I've given them too many notes, and then I on the next take it's like they're overthinking now, and it's like, oh, it's almost like they're getting worse. But I think and then I feel like it's my fault because I like put too much in their head. So sometimes it's letting them go. It's just like standing back and letting them find their rhythm. So it's just a case by case basis, I think.
Yeah,
and that makes sense too, because like sometimes like they're like, you know, those horrible times where it's like there is no time and we need to get the scene across.
Yeah.
So it's like then like having to write. Sometimes you do have to like super direct to be like, you need to do this, you need to do this, so it reads this way.
That tear
go.
needs to fall on that line till I met you there.
Right.
On you.
Yeah, and then like having, right, because sometimes like you're on a deadline and you need to get it. There's no time, and that was which is like also like a hard but can be possibly exciting, but like a hard time to make art, right? Like with different deadlines, like having to let go, like, you know, always wanting, like you said, like you really want to have the actors feel comfortable and be able to go, but sometimes that's not always available, which like sucks. But then also like having to figure out, okay, like, how do I have them feel comfortable within the means of like, I'm going to over direct right now, and it's not about them. It's literally about like, we got to do this
The
right now.
symbiosis
Like, that's so
of
hard,
the
you know?
ecosystem of a film set.
Yeah, and even then, like you have all these wants and you try all these things. Even sometimes at the end of the day, you don't even get all that. So it's like, but you try again the next time. So but that's all part of the learning experience.
No, it's such a fun experience, right? It's so fun, like learning and like trial and erroring things, and then like what you said, like it is a case by case basis. Like, who are you working with? Like, because everyone does work differently. Like, something that motivates someone will definitely overwhelm someone else.
Yes.
And like being able to know that, I feel is like key, right? Like,
yeah, and another thing a lot of people don't think about a lot. You think that on a set it's all about the director and the actor, but it's also the actor and the actor. Like, it matters how you're acting against your scene partner or the people around you. I mean, sometimes other actors can bring out amazing things out of a performance too. So it's like kind of, and as director, you're just kind of facilitating that, or just trying to not rattle that cage if it's already working.
Yeah. I have one final question.
Wait, sorry, is that okay, Charles? I said yes to him.
That is okay. Is that the question?
Yes, that is the question in itself. Who do I was trying to Shakespeare. Never mind. Okay. Anywho, so I think a lot of the people that we have in our community, for the Film Collective, I think it's safe to say that a lot of us are like in the beginning stages of not only realizing our passion for the craft, but or also literally in the beginning stages. So do you have any tips or advices you can share with us, share with our viewers in regards to someone who is trying this for the first time, and give them that advice for success?
Like for aspiring actors, or
yes. Yes, sir.
I mean, I can only speak as a director who would, working with actors. I guess I want to remind people who wanting to get into acting, and you get in front of a director. Just know that I can only really speak for myself personally. I myself am kind of waiting to see what you're going to do. We just, because I love watching actors. I love watching, when I watch movies, like I'm always like, man, that acting was so good. I can get so blown away by like really good acting. So being such a fan of the craft of acting, like from the outside point of view, for anyone trying to come up or doing, or, acting, I think just as long as you're bringing some, like you're feeling the words, or you're tapping into something real, I wouldn't worry too much about what the director is saying, because we're all just kind of watching and waiting for you to kind of pull it out yourself. So I guess, just don't put too much pressure on the director, and just I don't know. I feel like that's crappy advice.
Hey,
what he's trying to say is just know your lines, dude.
No, I think it's good advice. You're saying don't wait for, basically like what you said before, don't wait for the director to spoon feed you.
Be a passionate, smart actor.
Yeah. Find something for yourself. Connect with it yourself before you wait for the director to give you notes, or even if it's their story or they've been sitting on the story. At the end of the day, the storytellers are waiting for those words to come to life. So bring something, like try something, try things, and don't be afraid to try some stuff, like Batman accents, Adele,
like this. Let's make a scene.
Just start with Batman. Let's everyone get real raspy and then out of breath real quick.
Yeah, because you could only go uphill or downhill from there. So.
Hopefully up. Really.
I think in this case we went like this.
It's like, can you understand what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Well, Charles, thank you so much for
Yay.
being with us today.
I know.
Please tell the people where they can find you and your stuffs.
Yeah, no, thanks. Thank you so much for having me. I super enjoyed this hour. I don't think I laughed this hard in a while, and it was much needed. So thank you all. Philam Film Collective. Everyone at San Diego is always super nice to me, and you guys are amazing. Yeah, so my screen name is my Instagram handle, so I guess you could find me there. I guess Instagram's the safe bet. I don't really use Facebook and TikTok that much, so Instagram.
Yeah. Slide into his DMs.
Slide into his DMs. Adrian has invited people for you.
Oh my god.
Slide their way into
Wait,
your
I'm trying to do this. Hold on. Is that a thing? Or?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Hey.
And thank
There
you,
you go.
Noreen. Thank you, Marissa, and everyone watching live or replaying.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone for being here again. Like, this is like a community thing. Like, we are always looking to have more Filipino like creatives, especially like in San Diego. And Southern California, to like come out, whether that means like directing or acting, or if like anything film related, please come to us, or art related. I'm sure one of us knows something with things.
We can like pinpoint you to someone.
Yeah.
Like Direct Charles in LA.
We will at least be able to
Like,
point if we cannot help you ourselves.
We go.
Yeah.
And bam.
So seriously, everyone, like come see us. We do have our writing sessions every Tuesday from 11 to 1 p.m.
PST.
So if you could, oh yes, Charles.
I have a question for you two.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'd love to act for you. No, I'm just kidding.
What was your favorite direction, or what was the funnest character thing to do for this?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for me the duration of like change, not the change of lines, but the change of like character. I was like, no one's like done it that way
so quickly.
And I was like, okay, professional. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like that like it really like had me on my feet, and that was fun. That was really fun. It really felt like a roller coaster. I really appreciated the trust for you to just like throw us this, and we'll be like, okay, we'll give you something back,
Yeah, I was actually gonna say I like the duration changes too, just because it does make you switch up, and like whatever that is, and it's just like, I mean, for me, I was like, well, I'm either gonna find it or I'm not, but I'm gonna keep talking, but that was really fun. I love your attachment to Twilight. And you're just like, be all the Twilight characters. And I'm like, oh, I don't know this that well. What is Adrian going to do? I'll just attach to that. And then with Kristen Stewart, all I know is that she sighs a lot and does this with her hair a lot. Like, that's a meme. So I was like, I'm going to do that. And I really, I enjoyed your attachment to Twilight. And you're like, now be this person.
Yeah.
That was really fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. So please go visit Charles
at Instagram.com.
At Instagram.com. So
Charles J. Gray.
Come see us. We are the Film Collective. Again, we have those writing sessions. Our next thing that's going to be like this, so Marissa's going to be hosting it.
Yes.
Instead of Let's Make a Scene, it's going to be in 3 weeks.
Yes. What's it called? Behind the scene.
So she's going to be hosting Behind the Scene, where she talks to different film creators who work behind the scene.
Yes.
Like with lighting, cinematography, all that kind of stuff. Those are the same thing. So come for that. We'll definitely put that out on our Instagram, and that will be our next thing. And we're excited to show other Filipinos. It's great. We're really excited to be building this community, and Charles, we're really excited to have you as part of it.
Yes, thank you.
Come visit us again soon.
I know. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, bye everyone.
Thank you.